Hey, what's going on, everybody? In this video on NBA Top Shot, we are talking about these burning challenges that are going to be going on all summer for every 30 NBA team. If you didn't watch my original video on these burning challenges, definitely check that one out on the channel about all 30 of them. I'll link that also down below in the description. But for this one, we're going to talk about the effect so far of these challenges and if they're actually affecting the price of these moments in the long term, not just in the short term like we're used to with normal challenges, and how effective this burning has been so far for rares and legendaries. Obviously, the squad goals is all rare moments, so basically every player is going to have some kind of rare burn in order to get their moment. So we're also gonna look at if these challenges have been worth it so far. So just announced Blake Griffin challenge and Dante DiVincenzo challenge for the Nets and the Kings, but we're going to dig into some previous challenges before that. Also, if you guys haven't signed up for the free NBA newsletter, definitely sign up. Just put out the 4th of July weekend special, so I'll link that at the top of the description for you guys to check out and subscribe to for free. And now let's get into the video. So the first challenge I wanted to look at here was the Andre Iguodala Warriors challenge, and this was the first crafting challenge, and right off the bat I thought there wasn't enough moments being burned with only 5 moments, and a lot of people were questioning if they're burning enough moments and also what effect this would have. But one thing I really did like about this one was burning non-base set common moments. I think this is going to have a bigger effect than some of these challenges we're seeing now, where they're burning. You could possibly burn all 60k moments for the common part of the challenge, which is not going to have a great effect. I mean, you're probably going to burn a few thousand spread across a bunch of 60k moments, which is not going to do anything. But burning moments on common base sets could do something if they're minted out of 10,000 or lower and you're burning 500-600 of them. So I actually liked this challenge in the long run. I think they could have even burned more common moments though. But now we're going to take a look at the effect of this challenge. So first off, we're going to look at some Warriors rare moments. So just throwing the Warriors filter on and then the rare filter. And let's look at the cheapest ones now because that's probably what got burned the most. So we're going to look at Michael Mulder here. His is just $59 right now, but I would really think that that is going to be higher than it was before the challenge. So here it is right here on Evaluate Market. You could see before the challenge, this one was selling for low 40s and then had a massive skyrocket during the challenge. This one even got up to above $80 and now is settled down in the high 60s. And I guess someone is listing now. There's one at 59 and then 64, so you got an undercutter here. This one's actually really in the mid 60s still, so this one has held value after the challenge for at least the last week after the challenge is over. So that's good to see that these are getting burned and then increasing in value because a lot of them have been bought up and then burned. People can't just relist them to drive the price back down. So far burning the rares has been really effective, and this is basically the case I've seen with all the crafting challenges so far, that the rares are definitely being affected. So with this Mulder moment, 176 are burned, so takes his mint count down to near 1800, a little above 1800 on this instead of 2021, and so far so good on the rare burning. So but then for the common challenge part, you needed Warriors assist moment that were non-base set, and there was only like 3 or 4 options, and one of those was Draymond Green, his game recognized game moment. So we're going to pull up that one really quick and mint it out of 10k, and it's at $8 right now. Let's see how many are listed for sale. So good amount at 8. I want to say like 15 still at 8, so this one could easily push back up to 9. 554 burned, 6 in the locker room, so 550 burned, which brings this one down below 9,500. And if we look at this one on Evaluate Market, you could see over time for cereals 5,000 and higher. Essentially this one was at $4 before, even a good amount of sales at $3. Then during the challenge Had a lot of sales at 8, a few at 9 or 10, a lot at 7, but now this one's holding at 8. So this challenge was really good for affecting some common moments. So really thought this was a good challenge right here in the Warriors one. It doubled the price of certain commons like this Draymond Green and I think a Jordan Poole and another one. So I thought that this one was pretty successful. So if we come look at challenges and go to crafting challenges in previous, the only other one besides the John Moran and Andre Iguodala for the NBA was John Collins. Looking at this one, you only needed 3 moments, but this one was actually fairly successful as well. Atlanta Hawks rares and John Collins rares definitely increased in price, and even Series 1 Atlanta Hawks moments increased in price. One I know that was in the challenge is Cam Reddish, this rookie moment, and it's right here at a 31.64. I'm not going to pull this one up on Evaluate Market. You'll just have to take my word for it. Before the challenge, this one was selling in the mid to low teens, and 152 were burned, one in the locker room. And this one essentially went up like $10, and it's a few days after the challenge now, holding strong at 25. And even just a couple more sales, this one goes up to 29. So this one was pretty effective as well as a burning challenge for burning some Series 1 moments. Unfortunately for this one, 153 burned, but this one's out of 31.64, so it's still going to be total above 3,000. And if you guys didn't watch my video on them showing the actual mint count, what's in circulation, definitely check that one out. It'll probably be the end card at the end of this video to watch after, or I'll link it down in the description as well if you want to check that one after. But I just think it would be cool, like if you're looking at the platform and you could see the new actual circulation count for this, because it's not really out of 31.64 anymore. It's near 3,000 and below. So I thought those first 2 challenges honestly were successful, even it wasn't going to be as many moments as I thought were going to be burned, 5 and then 3. But these new challenges, honestly, a little disappointing on the new crafting active challenges we have. So if you look at Blake Griffin, you need 7 moments, which is the most of all. But it's going to be effective for burning rare moments for sure, for nets and metallic gold nets. But the common, you're not going to see any effect. So you need 2 Blake Griffin Nets moments that are common and 3 Brooklyn Nets common moments. So if we come look at Nets moments here, you can still see the floor is 2. Even 40K moments are 2. But, I mean, there's a 60K, 2 40Ks, 3 40Ks. I mean, we can keep going, and there's a good amount here, all at $2. So these are not going to be affected. You could burn any one of these $2 moments, and you're not going to see a change in price in these. So I think this challenge is going to be effective for affecting some of the prices of rares, but not going to do anything at all for any kind of common moment. This one was pretty disappointing, honestly. Even if you go to Blake Griffin here, you could see his moment prices are not going to be affected. Still is 40K and 60K, and from the Nets are $2. His common playoff moment from the Nets is still 3. Maybe this one went up $1 for the time being, but I would see it probably dropping back to whatever it was before. It probably honestly was 3 already. So these ones aren't going to be affected. I mean, what's really affecting the 60K moments more is the trade tickets. 18,000 are trade tickets in the locker room. Only 118 burned so far of this, so it's not going to affect it like the trade tickets will. So a little disappointing in this challenge. It's not going to affect any common moments at all. It's just honestly kind of a pointless challenge unless you are a Nets rare collector. It's not going to do anything for our commons at all. And if we come down to the Dante DiVincenzo challenge, interesting choice to a challenge, because I don't know if Top Shot knew this, but DiVincenzo never really liked his time in Sacramento, and he was going to be a restricted free agent. They waived that, and he signed with the Warriors, so he's not even on the Kings. And this challenge is obviously a Kings moment, but for this one as well, you just need any 5 Kings common moments. There's so many 60K, 40K Kings common moments that this is not going to do anything. Even for burning 5 of them, we're still going to see these 40K and 60Ks down at $2 for Kings moments. It's not going to do anything like trade tickets, so pretty disappointed in what they're doing for the commons on these last 2 challenges. I hope they get back to burning set moments like we saw for the Warriors, or burning non-base set moments that are commons like they did for the Warriors with a specific play type like assists, so it niches it down to just a few select moments with lower mint counts, or even like they did with the Atlanta Hawks of just Series 1 commons. I think that could be effective as well. So those two really did pretty good, honestly, but the Kings and Nets challenge haven't been great in my opinion. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for this one on what I think the effect of the burning challenges have been so far. It's been great for burning rares, but for commons hasn't been great so far, especially on these last 2 challenges. I mean, we saw that Draymond Green double in price. Cam Reddish went up about $10 from 15 to 25. Didn't check out a ton of moments in this one, but you're just going to have to take my word. Can't really pull up every single moment and look at it. So if you guys enjoyed this one, definitely let me know down in the comments. Let me know what you think about burning, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Like the video, helps out a lot, and I'll catch you guys in another one.